guys, it's Chef Duran. Welcome back to Season 2 of the Dome Cooking Show from beautiful Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada. It's time to walk and roll. This is a party, dude. Mr. Lobster and Mr. Crab. Pasta, pasta, pasta. We're gonna have a picnic. Mamma mia, look at the pizza we made today, eh? It's all about meat today on the Dome Cooking Show. Let's get cooking. It looks like we're in Jamaica right now. All dessert special dim sum episode. We got a bunch of stuff we're gonna make today for breakfast. The Curry in a Hurry Marathon. Not a bad view in Vancouver. Holy smokes, you guys. So many things going on today. There's a hot dog party in there, man. Chicken hot dog. Just put a little bit of muscle in there. It's you and me on the Dome Cooking Show. The Dome Cooking Show. This is the Dome Cooking Show. I've spent plenty of time in the UK, and even more in the pubs, enjoying perfect comfort food with a pint in the hand. Today we're cooking up crispy, savory, and totally irresistible pub classics. I said I wanted a big bowl for the oil bath. Simple, hearty, and packed with all those delicious ingredients that you crave at the pub. Pull up a stool, because we're making some serious pub grub right here on the Dome Cooking Show. Pub grub! One thing I love when I travel all over the world is visiting as many great pubs as I can. And I do it for the same reason over and over again. I want to watch the game, I want to hang out with my mates, and I enjoy pub grub, classic pub grub, found in the best pubs around the world, especially here in the city of Vancouver. So that's what today's episode is all about. Why don't you come down here and have a look, and I'm gonna show you some of the things that we're gonna do today. Look at that, I've got some pickles over here, beautiful pickles. These are massive dill kosher pickles. We're gonna cut those up and we're gonna put them in some panko and deep fry them. I got a little twist for that. I'm gonna do some Scotch eggs. We're gonna do some chicken breast, deep fried, and get that in there with a po' boy sandwich. I'm gonna make us some burgers. Those are gonna be delicious. Brioche bun. We've got some chips over here. I've also got some halibut. Look at that, fresh fish. We're gonna take that and beer batter that up and get it going in the deep fryer. I'm really excited about today's pub grub. Let's get cooking. Okay, first up today on our pub grub special menu here on the Dome Cookie Show, we're gonna do those Scotch eggs. So if you look over here, you can see that I've pre-boiled some of these eggs. You cook these eggs to about 60%, right? Boil them about 60% because you want them a little bit warmer in the middle so it's soft. That's how the Scotch egg's so perfect. Then I'm gonna season my ground beef and my pork right here. I've got some salt, some pepper, some nutmeg, and a little bit of garlic powder. And we're gonna season it up. But let's get going on it right now. Just mix it all together with your hands. Okay, perfect. Now I'm gonna make my little patty so I can wrap it around the egg. And this is a little bit tricky, so you gotta pay attention here, okay? So we can get our egg, we'll put it in there like that. We're gently gonna mold the meat around the egg. And you can push it around slowly until it encompasses the whole egg. You can add some more as you go. Get them in there, there we go. Look at that, now the egg has disappeared. Perfect. Okay, we're gonna go flour, then we're gonna go egg wash, then we're gonna go panko. So the flour goes, take your time. Okay, perfect. And into our egg wash. Just be gentle. Okay, you can lift it out with the fork underneath it, and then we're gonna go straight into the panko. What I like to do is I put a little spoon in there, make sure you got a good crust on them. Kind of messy, but it's gonna be worth it. Pat it down, give them a little turn again, and a little bit more over on this side. That's our guy right there. That's our first guy. Canada, our ties to the UK mean we've got tons of cozy pubs with hearty comfort food, a good pint, and the game on the telly. Chicken wings, pictures, and the same love of cheering with friends and family. It's about food, drink, and community. All right, It's time to make some of those deep fried pickles. Deep fried pickles can be found at any great pub around the world, and today is no exception. We're gonna be doing them our way. Come down here and have a look. I've got these wonderful kosher dills from my friends over at Solly's. Shout out to Solly's, love you guys. It's the same method that we did before. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go back in that flour where we had the salt and the garlic powder and the pepper and a little bit of nutmeg. We're gonna go do the same dredging method, and then we're gonna lay them out here, and we're gonna get them ready for the deep fryer. Let's start up. I'm gonna slice the kosher dills into quarters. Be careful, sharp knife. Okay, here we go. Beautiful. And this guy. Get him in the flour. There you go, bud. Take him out. Into the egg. I like doing this. It's fun. Here we go. From the egg into the panko. Use your spoon. Cover that pickle up good. You want a nice crunchy finish on that pickle, of course. There's our guy right there, candidate number 1. There you go, buddy. And we're gonna do it again.
The history of the word burger starts out as a nod to Hamburg, Germany. But today it means just about anything you can tuck in a bun. Chicken burgers, veggie burgers, even salmon burgers. The list goes on. Coming up, I'll show you how I'll make my little juicy burger packed with flavor.
More, give it some more. Look at that, they broke the mold. Give it some more.
Damn, look at that, they broke the mold. Give me some more, more. Damn, look.
I have been dying to share my version of my burger patty and how I do it. Ever since season 1, we never got a chance to do it. But today's episode, Pub Grub, is a perfect time to share it with you guys. So I have that ground beef and ground pork. I get regular ground beef and regular pork because I want that fat in there. People say, oh, go get the lean ground beef. Don't. Get the regular ground beef because the fat's gonna make it juicier, more tastier, and believe it or not, it's better for you. We're gonna add some spices to that. I've also chosen something unique for this. I like that Montreal pre-mixed spice, right? It's got all the little granular onions and garlic flakes in there, salt and pepper. We're not gonna add any more salt because we have that. I'm gonna go in with a little bit more garlic, a little bit more pepper, a little chili flakes, and a little bit of dried thyme. So let's get that going in here, and then I'll show you my little secret ingredient for DMan's burgers today. Okay, and here we go, and here's what it is. Rolled oats. This is where most people would be putting in an egg and breadcrumbs into their burger. We're not gonna do that. I've been doing this for a while, and trust me, it's absolutely delicious. The oats work with the fat and the meat on the grill and suck it all in to create this crazy dense juice patty. It's fantastic, and you don't need that extra cholesterol. So we're gonna go in with a little bit of oats like that. You can always add more. Okay, and then I've got this really cool burger press, and you can find this thing anywhere. It's 3 stages adjustable. We're gonna go for the thickie today. All right, get your hands in there, D-Man. Let's make these burgers. Yeah, there we go, buddy. Look at that, you can already see how it's in there, right? And everything's moving, mixed together. Fantastic. See, it's already making it into this wild little patty kind of, density, right? Look at that. The oats immediately start soaking up the fat, even when it's cold. All right, brother, let's knock out a patty, not that much. Now, put a little bit of oil in there to make sure that it slides out nice and easy. Take the meat, pack it in aggressively, like that, right? Okay, get yourself ready, brother, and press it down. 1, 2, 3, bingo. Look at that perfect patty right there. That's a thickie. It's gonna be delicious. Let's make another one. Perfect. Okay, we're gonna get these burgers in the fridge and let them rest for a bit, and then we're gonna come back and start putting this Pub Grub meal together.
The oldest pub in England goes back to the 12th century for sure. Canada's oldest pub? I'm gonna say 18th century? Hey, cut us some slack. They had a big head start. Well, if I ever open my own pub, I'd call it by popular demand. Get it?
Okay, all right, this is the fun part. Now it's time to finally get cooking. That was a lot of prep for today's pub grub, but I'll tell you, it was totally worth it. So let's get our burgers on. They were resting in the fridge, so now they're all perfectly nice and cool and dense and easy to handle. We've got our Ninja Sizzle on, so I'm gonna lay down that baby like that. I got another one right here. Look how perfect they are. And you can see that the oats have already started working their way around the fat. Oh, look at this, DMan. You got some bacon here, brother. Better get some of that on there, too, because I like bacon. There we go. There we go. Okay, now that all that's going right now, at the same time, we might as well start working on our coleslaw. All right, over here, we've got our Ninja Magic Mix right here. This is the blender. Pretty simple. We've got some carrots and some cabbage and some lemons and some parsley, a little bit of salt and pepper, and we're going to start to get this baby going. Just does all the work for you. You put that top piece in, and it slices it so perfectly. Be careful. You've only got 5, 10 fingers? Here we go. All right, I'll get some carrot in there. Woo! Beautiful. Okay. Woo! There we go, buddy. All right, get some lemon juice in there. Stuff just flying all over the place, man. How's the burger doing? Good. Okay, there we go. Woo. Okay, run that through. Now what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna add a little bit of salt and pepper. My big bowl. I said I wanted a big bowl. There we go. Okay, there we go. A little bit of salt and pepper into that. Perfect. And I've got some parsley over here. And get all that in there. Wonderful. Okay, I'm gonna mix all that up. Mix all that down. And then we're gonna check on our burgers. There we go. Give them a turn. Okay, they're already doing good. So I give it a little quarter turn like that. And get the grill marks on there. A quarter turn like that. And then we've got a press. We get that press down. And just let the weight of the press do the work.
Now, I love my outdoor barbecue, but let's keep things real, folks. Pub food is made in the pub. So today I'm sticking with my Ninja Grill. No fuss, no muss. Now, ground beef likes to tighten up as it cooks, so I'm using my trusty burger press to stop these thick pub-style patties from turning into meatballs. Once the bacon's done, not too crispy, I don't want it falling apart on my burger, DMan. I'll rest it on some paper towels to soak up that extra fat. We want juicy burgers, folks, not greasy ones. Then one last poke to make sure they've crossed from raw to rare. It's time to pull them off the heat. Don't go anywhere. There's more pub grub on the way.
And get the fryer going. We're almost ready for the pub grub. Hey, all right, it's fry up time. So we're gonna start to knock out all of the stuff that we prepared. So we've got those pickles, we've got the Scotch egg, I'm gonna do up this chicken, and then we're gonna do our fish for our fish and chips. I've got my oil nice and hot. I'd like you to be careful out there, please. Make sure you don't have any pets or children around when you're working with hot oil. Just be careful. So I've got that dredged flour over here, mixed up with some of those same herbs and stuff that we had before. Salt, pepper, a little bit of that garlic powder, and a little bit of that thyme and some of the chili flakes in there. So let's get the chicken in there right now and just work it around. You just have to put a little bit of flour and stuff around it. Just try and get it all in there. There we go, all right? It's gonna fry up pretty quick, so we're gonna move quick here, folks. Awesome. Just put it in there nice and gently. Don't just drop it in the basket. Guide it in slowly. There you go. Want it to float. Going in, and bingo. There's our first guy, okay. Perfect. Stand back from the oil, people. right? Make sure you're wearing an apron. Be careful. Oil can splatter. It's dangerous, right? But this is the way they do it in the pub, so this is the way we're doing it. Don't cook show. All right, here we go. Second guy going in to the oil bath. Oh, there's a hot tub party in there, man. Chicken hot tub. Here we go. Look at that guy. Last guy going in. Awesome. Okay, here we go. That's the sound you want to hear. Crisping up. Nice and flavored. Okay. Now you just want to be careful. Just use your tongs. Keep everybody floating around in there. Stand up on your tippy toes. Even DMan's got to stand up, but I'm a tall guy. But you want to have control, okay? You want to have visual control. You don't want stuff sticking. There we go. Oh, we're doing great. Be patient. You see, we use the chicken thighs, so this is thin meat. There's no bone in there also, so it's gonna knock out pretty quick. We're gonna pull up a couple pieces in a minute and have a look and see how we're doing. Should be nice and golden brown. Oh, here we go. Looking good, DMan. Oh, this is gonna be so yummy. Can't wait. There is a cover, obviously, for this unit, and I suggest that you use it, but can't see the food with the cover on. So we took it off. Okay, when the bubbles start going down, that means that the chicken's done. So you can see here, it looks really good. Now, I've taken a paper bag and gotten it ready for our oil. So we're gonna put them in there like that and let them drain a bit off, right? Woohoo, they smell great. And you go 1, 2, and 3. Perfect. Oh, these are gonna be so crispy. Now, here's what I like to do at home. This is just something that I figured out on my own. But what I like to do is immediately people are gonna go in with a little bit of seasoning, some salt and pepper, of course. That's what you do when you're dealing with fried items. But I like to do a little bit of a dusting of a mixture that I have here of like a little jerk spice after that. So I give a little bit of a dusting of the jerk spice, and that's gonna just settle in on the hot oil in the chicken, and it's gonna add a little bit of flavor when we put our burgers together. All right, let's not waste any time. We've got the hot oil, right?
It's beer batter time, and today I'm using Kit's Beach Beer for 3 solid reasons. 1, I need something bubbly for the batter, and Kit's Beach Beer delivers on that. I can't have pub fare without proper beer, and I love shopping local. Big shout out to Chase and Andrew and the whole crew at Kit's Beach Beer. Thanks for the brews, guys. My local beer company right down the street, made with local ingredients from local farmers with local employees. It's time to get back to the batter.
Kit's Beach Beer. Thanks, guys. We're gonna add that to our flour. You don't have to do anything else to it. Get it going in there. All right, now you want a nice batter. You can always add more. Just go slowly. You want it to stick to the halibut, right? So let's get it going like that. There we go. That's it, nice and thick. That's gonna coat on the halibut. So this is the tricky part about fish, right? Because it's flaky and you could break it easily. Also, too, when you go in with your tongs, you know, you can mess it up because the tongs are gonna have some of the stuff on it. So here's what I do. I get a fork like this, and I poke the fork through the fish so I get a good hook on it, right? That's in there. Now, I'm gonna go in my dredge, like that, right? Get a nice suction cup of the dredge going. Go the other way. There we go, okay? So that it coats nicely. Now that is a great coated piece of fish. We're gonna go in right now. Safety first, folks. Remember, stay back from the oil. And we're gonna lower it in gently. There we go. Okay. Fork out and just give it a little wiggle, and he's in, floating. Okay, that's our first guy. Don't put him on top of the other guy, right? Because they'll stick. Separate them. You don't want them to smash in together because then you won't have the proper fish fry. There we go, buds. Okay, everyone's happy having their hot tub oil bath. And the bubbling starts. Okay, so you can see these guys are separated, right? That's what you want. Look at that, look at that. Okay, guy number 1. Look at him. Oh, yeah, they're going so good right now. Yes! Okay, I love fresh fish fry. Come on. All right, there you go. Now, you're gonna let that go for about 7 minutes or so. Those pieces of fish aren't that big. and obviously keep an eye on it. And then we're gonna bring out those pickles and the Scotch egg, and then we're gonna put this party together.
There were so many classic pub dishes I wanted to make for you guys today, but we just didn't have enough time. Last season, I whipped up that rich steak and Guinness pie. I remember that. Delicious. Also, bangers and mash would have been good, a proper Cornish pastry, and of course, a chip buddy for good measure. All pub classics that I'll have to make another time.
Woo! Look at the Mega Feast Pub Grub. Oh my goodness, look what we made today. Hold on, I need a little sip of Kid's Peach beer. Okay, let's reflect on today's adventure. We have that crispy chicken over here on that lovely ciabatta bun. There's some tomatoes and pickles, a little bit of the slaw. There's some more slaw over here with our fried pickles. I made a little dill dressing over here. It's kind of a tartar with some pickle juice and some pickles and some mayonnaise and some salt and pepper. And we've got this crispy, wonderful cod right here. Look at that. Fantastic. Don't forget the Scotch eggs and our gorgeous pork and beef burger. What's missing? You need some French fries, DMan. What's up? Come on, Ninja. There we go, buddy. Woo! Perfect fries. There we go. Get those on there. Well, this is a pretty amazing day, you guys, I gotta say. A lot of fun here in the Dome Cooking Show. Man, I'm really enjoying season 2, I gotta tell you. The marathon continues. You can keep watching the show. You can check us out at thedomecookieshow.com, and you can find out more about our recipes and everything that we do and all the great people that help us make this show. Whew, I gotta tuck into this. This might take me the whole night. We'll see you next time.